Hey guys, and today I have, as you can see, new stuffy. This one was given to me by my awesome husband, which, by the way, a shout out to my awesome husband on his birthday today. And I'll be kind enough to not say his age, even though to me I think it's awesome because I'm getting ready to make 50 and he's a few years behind me, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But happy birthday to my awesome husband. It's been great sharing these last few years with you, and I hope to share many, many more birthdays with you. All right, jumping right into the subject of this video today. Today I want to talk about intent. And what I mean by that is, why is it you do or say something? What is your specified intent when you do something? I want to talk about helping people. Why do we help people? What is our reasoning behind helping someone? And then when we do help someone, if you videotape what you're doing, like let's just say, for instance, you help the homeless. What is your intention behind videotaping that? Is it meant to be a teaching tool? Is it meant to be a self-glorifying, self-praising experience for you? I mean, when you videotape, because in all honesty, I'm gonna just outright say, I watch this guy, and I won't say any names, I won't call any names, because I watch a few people who videotape themselves or record or whatever the proper word is nowadays, that document themselves helping homeless people. And some people genuinely do it because they're using it as a teaching tool to help others, to show others how to get into, if you're looking to, how do I start to help homeless people? What do I do? And how do I do it? On what level do I do it? I mean, some people, like me, I don't go out necessarily hunting for homeless people, but what I do is I have a store, or whatever you want to call it. I call it a store on my front porch where I have absolutely free of charge items. At any given time, I could have pet food, human food, clothing. Sometimes there's been times I've had furniture. There's been times, just depending on what I have, what I can get, and what people donate, and I don't care who comes on my porch. I have absolutely no requirements of who comes on my porch to shop for these items. However, I do ask people to not be selfish and to not be greedy, and to remember that there are people coming behind you. So only take what you need or what you're going to use. And that's it. That's my only requirement. You don't have to be homeless. You don't have to be down on your luck. If you're there because you need it. And so I have no requirements in that aspect. Now, when I see people panhandling, I have bags, grocery bags that I've made with items in the bag that I hand out to people as I see them panhandling, or as I see them and know that they are in need, whether they're homeless or just in need. I don't require you to be homeless. I don't have requirements on people that need help. If you need help, I know you need help, then if I'm in a situation to help you, then I'll help you. I don't care, again, I don't care if you're housed or homeless or whatever your situation. But what I've never understood is the people that that videotape themselves and the people that they're doing. And I've talked to there's a specific person who I ask questions to on their channel, and they've decided to stop answering my questions for whatever reason. And I don't understand that, because to me it's like I'm asking you these questions for a reason, and I'm sorry if they're insulting to you. However, they're not meant to be. They're meant to be thought-provoking. And I've asked this person why. No, I'm sorry. I didn't ask him why he videotapes. I asked him specifically, do you tell the people you're videotaping that you post their interactions online? And he outright bald-faced lied to me, and I know he did. However, that's his choice, because he told me, his reply to me was, well, if they ask, I tell them. If they don't, I don't. And that's a bald-faced lie, because on his videos, I've seen people ask him about his GoPro. So if this person sees this video, he's probably going to know who I'm talking about, but just as a common courtesy, I'm not going to call out his name in the video. However, I know for a fact he's bald-faced lying, because people on his videos have asked him why he's recording, and he comes up in each video. I've seen at least 2 or 3 where someone has says, oh, that's a GoPro you're videoing? Oh yeah, I've been jumped. I've had people throw rocks at me. He comes up with a different answer every single time. Not once have he said, oh yes, I video these encounters and post them on YouTube so I could solicit donations so I can help you guys further. Not once, not ever has he told any of these people, at least on video, that he's videotaping them. So as far as I'm concerned, to me, that seems like a bald-faced lie for him to say yes. However, whether they ask or not, legally, they have a right to know that they're being posted online, that their image is being posted online. So if this guy ever gets sued, well, that'll be on him. And, I'm not saying I'm going to start those proceedings. That's between him and whoever he's helping. To me, it seems like he does a lot of this stuff for his own self-gratification, his he wants praise and worship. He wants to be praised and worshipped. He doesn't want to be challenged. And that's fine. Some people, they do this solely for, it's almost like a form of munch housing. Some people do this line of work because they want to be praised. They want to be worshipped. Oh, you're doing such a great job. Oh, you're such an angel. Oh, look at you. Look at what you're doing. Type of thing. And it's like, I'm serious. Like, me and my husband have literally walked up to people and handed them $100 bills. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that statement, because again, we're not looking for praise in what we do. We are strongly anchored in our faith, and we know that our deeds are looked upon by our God. And so we don't need earthly praise and worship. And again, I don't have a need, and my husband doesn't have a need to video our encounters, because we don't have a need to embarrass the people we're helping. I mean, seriously, I would venture to wonder with this guy that if he actually did tell these people that he was putting their image online, I wonder how many of them would say, yeah, go ahead. I wonder how many of them, it's like, these videos are all about him, and him. and what he's doing. They're not about who he's helping. He does ask for donations. And here's my thing. If what you're doing cannot withstand challenge, then maybe you need to reconsider what you're doing. If my questions are offensive to you, why? Like it's funny because just the other day, he did one where he was interacting with a lady, and he asked the lady 2 or 3 times if she was on drugs. And the lady told him 2 or 3 times no. But yet he didn't elaborate on. Then he comes back at the end of his video and goes, well, I asked her and she said she wasn't, but she was, because, it's a 50-50 chance if they tell you. What gave you the impression that she was? If you asked her, and this is what I'm saying, my question to him was merely to be thought-provoking, because you can't make a statement like that. You can't make a statement, well, she said she wasn't, but she was. How the hell do you know? How do you know? Do you spend every waking moment with this woman? Are you like secretly spying on her? Are you videotaping her when she's not looking? What gives you the assumption and the right to post about this woman behind her back without her knowledge, accusing her after she's outright told you she is not on drugs, for you to sit there and go, yes, she was. What? And then you can't even elaborate on it. And then when I post on your site and ask you what made you think this, when you had an opportunity to use your site for what you act like it's for, which is a teaching tool, you had every opportunity to go, well, her eyes look like this, her mouth looked like that, she was shaking, she was trembling, she was withdrawing, you couldn't give an answer. Your answer was, thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you for watching. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? So your viewers learned absolutely nothing other than your videos and what you're saying will not withstand challenge, which means you're bald-faced lying. You're bald-faced lying. And if that's what this is supposed to be, if that's what your videos either are for one or two purposes. They're either meant to be a teaching tool or they're meant to be a praising tool. So here's my question to you, and at this point you know who I'm talking to, and I'm sure you'll come on over here and see my video because I'm going to post it on your site that I've made a video to you. And so at this point, I'm curious as to which videos are you making? Are you making self-gratification, self-praise, self-worship videos, or are you making teaching tool videos to people that can help other people? Are you trying to teach John Q. Public how to help John Q. Homeless? And then you go, oh, we don't use the word homeless. Well, yeah, you do. Yes, you do. You flippin' do. You flippin' use the word homeless. And we're into we say houseless. First off, let me tell you something. You could call a turd by any other name and it's still a turd. You could call a turd poop, stink pile. You could make up all kinds of cute flippin' names for it. It's still a turd. So, and then, just because you come up with a new cute name, houseless, these people are still homeless. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm about to be 50 years old. So I agree with the one guy who told you, dude, I'm old, I'm homeless. Yeah, he's homeless. Just because you change the wording doesn't change their situation. So how about you clean up their situation and then you don't have to worry about the wordage. And you do still use the word homeless. Yo, we don't use the word homeless anymore. Every flipping video that you have, even up to the up-to-date ones, you have the word homeless in your titles. It doesn't say houseless. You have the word homeless in your titles, dude. So look, guys, if you're out there and you're trying to help people and you want to help people and you're videoing it, if you're videoing it because you're honestly using it as a teaching tool, kudos to you. I mean, seriously, kudos to you. But if you're using your videos and your platform as a teaching tool, then what you're doing should withstand the challenge of honest questions. And when someone asks you an honest question, when you're going to outright accuse a human being of being a drug addict after they've point blank told you 3 different times that they are not, then when someone asks you what makes you think that, you should have an answer for them. Especially if you're trying to teach them, oh, well, I thought that because they were shaking. Or I thought that because of the look in their eye. Or I thought that because of. You should have a ready-to-go answer. Because if you're trying to help people learn how to do this and learn how to do what you're doing, if you know what to look for in an addict, then don't you think they should know what to look for? Don't you think you should take the opportunity when someone asks you a question to teach them? I mean, I'm just saying. And I'm sure I'll be blocked from his, I'm sure as soon as he comes across these videos. And I'm not going to say that. Maybe I'm wrong. I shouldn't assume, but I am assuming because of the type of personality this guy has. He's very self-pride. He's very self-pat on the back. He's very, all about me. So, what, to me, his videos, honestly, truthfully, and trust me, I'm not just saying this on a whim, guys. My family will tell you that I've watched this guy's videos religiously. I've seen all of them about 100 times because I spend about 4 hours a day. And he's only got like 2 months worth of videos. His videos go back about 2 months. And I spend about 4 hours a day in the morning watching his videos over and over and over and over repetitiously because I am actually looking for different things each time. I'm actually learning different things each time. And hey, dude, if you ever see this video, as far as your hygiene goes, let me tell you something as a female. Females don't want you asking, hey, do you need feminine items? We really don't. I mean, we don't. And then we're not into tampons. I mean, how can I say this nicely? When you come across older females, we really aren't looking for stuff to plug. You know what I'm saying? So it's great that you have that stuff, but offer an alternative. And when you're asking a female if she needs feminine items, I guess there's really we don't want to be asked, but I guess in this situation, they kind of appreciate the fact that you asked. But if you're going to give them something, give them an option. Most older women, and like I said, me going on 50, prefer pads. We prefer pads. Tampons, not every female can use. I mean, some females have allergic reactions to shoving stuff in them. And I mean, I've never been able to use tampons. So you're counterproductive just having one item. You do better to say, hey, can you use this? And allowing them the chance to say yes or no, as opposed to just saying, hey, you need feminine items, and then throwing that in the bag. Because there are a lot of females out there who cannot use that particular product, but it is great that you offer that. But to give a choice would probably do better to the people you're serving. Also, I wanted to say, have you ever thought about, because I know that you go to the dollar store to get your products. Have you ever thought about adding deodorant to your not feminine, but to your hygiene repertoire? Because let me tell you, a lot of homeless people, they enjoy the shampoo, they enjoy it, but if you take a shower and then you're out there sweating, you're gonna stink, and that's whether you're homeless or not. So, we it's just a thought that, if you were looking for something new to add, I know you push the baby wipes, or, the butt wipes is what we call them here. Because, yeah, like you say in every video, we're aware of what they use them for. And, so that's just a thought, along with your butt wipes, or your wet wipes, as you call them. Deodorant is a great thing for them too. So, look, guys, let me tell you something. I absolutely think what you're doing is amazing. Helping people is great. What is your intent? I mean, seriously. Yeah, and I don't care if you block me from your channel. I've learned everything I'm possibly going to learn from your channel. But, I mean, seriously, what is your intent? If you cannot answer, if you're just sitting around waiting in the comment section for people to go, oh, look at you, look what you did, you're so great, you're such an angel, oh my God, you're so awesome. If that's what you're sitting around waiting for, then, dude, something's wrong with you. I mean, seriously, if that's how you get your self-worth, is by sitting around waiting for people online to praise and worship you, then you need to rethink your mental health. But if you're really using this as a teaching tool, then the questions I pose on your videos should not be a threat to you. In any way, shape, or form, they should not be a threat to you, because not once, not ever, have I given you a question that was derogatory? Have I given you a question that was fight or flight? Have I given you a question that was meant to be destructive? If you go back and look at all my questions that I've asked to you on each video, I've done nothing but been thought-provoking and giving you an opportunity to answer my question with a learning process answer. So again, if I disappear from your channel, then I'm sure people will know why. Because if I post on your channel, hey, I'm gonna post a comment on my channel to you, and they come over and see it, and then all of a sudden I disappear off your channel, they're gonna know. And you blocking me from your channel only goes to prove my point, that what you're doing is for self-gratification, self-glorification, and to build your self-worth as a human being, and has nothing to do with the people you're actually helping. And again, I'm not going to, but if I were you, I would truly, truly be careful. And I'm saying this as one outreach helper to another. Be careful videotaping people, because seriously, nowadays, you can be sued by posting people's image online without their permission. And so, it's just, I'm not threatening you. I'm just giving you an educational statement in case you didn't know. Because I did outright ask you on your channel, hey, do people know? And your response to me was, if they ask, I tell them. If they don't, then no. Well, whether they ask or not, they have a right to know. They have a moral right, and they also have a legal right. Check the laws in your state. Check the laws in your state, buddy. That's what you like to call everybody, buddy. Which I don't get, because you talk to your homeless people like they're all 5 years old. Hey, buddy. Hey, sweetheart. I mean, and maybe that's a thing in Arizona. Here, we don't talk to people like that. We address people as adults. You know, we address our homeless people as mature, educated adults. You know, and I've seen on your videos where, like, you will comment that, oh, this person's out here panhandling. I saw a video where it was either an Iranian woman or a Muslim woman who, I'm not even going to attempt to buy her sign. And I asked you why you wouldn't buy her sign, because it seemed very prejudiced to me, is why I asked you why you wouldn't buy her. Oh, well, she's making a living. She ain't homeless. So if you really thought that and you didn't want to help her, then why did you give her anything? I mean, because you did in your video. Go back and watch your video of the Iranian woman. It was on one of your I'm going to buy your sign videos. And you didn't want to buy her sign. I wasn't even going to attempt to buy her sign, is how you said it. It was very sarcastic and very snobbish. And I asked you why you didn't want to buy her sign, and you said because she wasn't homeless. But yet, you offered her food and other stuff. So if you thought she really wasn't homeless, and you just thought she was out there BSing, why give her anything? I mean, the two guys that you passed by in another video, there was two guys out there, and you said, oh, I saw them one time, and I told them you aren't very convincing because you don't have backpacks. And then the next time you saw them, they both had backpacks. You whizzed right by them and didn't give them crap. But the Muslim woman, or Iranian, I'm going to go with Muslim just for the sake of argument. But you gave her, and you swore she wasn't homeless, or you stated she wasn't homeless. But then with these two guys, they weren't homeless, and you didn't give them crap. So, I mean, you're very controversial and conflicted in your message. And I mean, I don't know. But again, I guess it is what it is. But look, seriously, I'm not trying to pick an argument with you, guy. I'm just trying to bring some awareness, because like I've said, I've watched your videos, and I've learned quite a bit. And I really want to say that you're very disconnected from the people that you claim to want to help. And I'm almost wondering if this isn't all about you and your self-worth and your praise and worship, as opposed to helping the people, because you have a very serious disconnect from the people. You don't even treat them like human beings a lot of the time, and you make very sarcastic and hurtful comments to these people. Like, I saw a video, one guy was saying he had something, and you were like, oh, you don't have what I have. You don't have what I have. I bet you don't have what I... Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. The guy is homeless. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have a house. Of course he doesn't have what you have. That's very sarcastic, rude, and ignorant statement. And I generally don't leave the comments open on my videos, and I probably won't leave it open on this, but feel free to make a responsive answer on your channel, and I'll go look at it. And I'm gonna tell you, quite frankly, the reason I don't leave the comment section open on my videos is because I don't need I don't need comments. I don't. First off, I really don't have time in my day to read all the comments and then give an answer. And then secondly, none of my videos are edited. And thirdly, I'm not looking for people's response, or, I'm not looking for their opinion or whatever. But I have had people that have had comments in earlier videos that I've had, and I'm just not going to sit around and argue with people. And I don't spend my time or build my self-worth based on other people's opinion, and you may feel the same way. And again, I'm not trying to pick a fight with you. I really am just trying to thought provoke. Because the truth is if you're in the line of work of helping people, then not only should you be open to teach, but you should be open to learn. If you're in this because you want to help people, then you should be open to learning as well as teaching. But, and I can tell you straight up that and maybe it's a language gap between the two states, because you told me you were in Arizona and I'm in Missouri, which I had told you that on your channel. But, we just we don't go around calling, adults, human beings, buddy and sweetheart. And it's just, we treat our homeless people with dignity and respect, and we address them as sir or ma'am. We don't ask them personal questions, because in your video you say, well, maybe she lied because she thought I wouldn't help her. If you were going to help her anyways, maybe it wasn't your business. Their personal business, just because you're offering food and hygiene and whatever, maybe it's just not your business. If you have no intention of helping these people with that issue, then why are you asking? Seriously, why are you asking? If I have no intention of helping you get into a rehab, why are you asking? Because I've literally watched you in other videos where the people go, yeah, I have an addiction. And at no time do you offer them, here's a rehab flyer, here's a number, here's somebody you can get in touch with. But I think it's funny that you will point out when people have better stuff than you. Like one guy, oh, just a point of interest, this person has and again, I'm not going to call his name, because, I have no right to. But, oh, this person, just a point of interest, has a better phone than I do. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? And why is it you feel the need to make people take stuff from you? Is that your hero complex? Do you feel rejected? You don't have to answer me on this video, but you really need to give some self-thought to the questions and the things that I'm proposing to you. I've literally seen you go, oh, I've never had such a hard time giving stuff away. Yeah, I know there's something I could give you. I know there's something. You have to have something. You need me. Complex. That's the way you come across. Like, I'm here to save the day, and if you don't need me, then something's wrong. These people don't always need you. These people don't always need you, dude. If and then you go, oh, you've got more than I do. Well, they don't always need you to rescue them. I mean, they don't. If you come across a person who says, I don't need anything, have a good day. Why do you force yourself on them? I mean, you're going to make them oh, I know you need wet wipes. I know you need wet wipes. Oh, you need trash bags. I'm going to give you trash bags. If these people tell you they don't need anything, carry on. Carry on. It's not your place to force your crap on them. I mean, you really make it seem like, to those of us who've been, now, to those to those who don't do this and don't have a clue and have never worked with the homeless people, like I said, I don't go out and hunt for them right now, but I have. I've been with a group that has gone to tent cities. I've been to a group that has been, and I have done this in the past. It's not like I've never done it. So I'm speaking from complete and total experience. And I have been doing this for years, and I really want to say about 15 to 20 years that I've been doing this. And my family has been doing this. So when I tell you the things I'm telling you, I've been doing this from experience. My words come from experience. I have been to tent cities. I have been to the levee. I have been to the lakefront. I have been behind the buildings. I have bought shoes for people. I have done, me and my husband, when I say I mean my entire family. We have been with the groups of people that go out and do that. We're not doing that at this time right now because we just don't have the time with my husband's work schedule, because it has changed so much since when we used to do that. But I'm telling you from experience, when people tell you they don't need something, they don't need something. Carry on. It's not, unless you have a hero complex, unless you just have that need to be worshipped and praised, carry on. Seriously, guy. Grown-ass men and women don't want to be called buddy and sweetheart. Grown-ass men and women don't need you to, oh, I know what you need. Hell, dude. You've never been homeless. And you aren't them. So you don't, and I know you've never been homeless because you stated it. So, these people don't need you to force your shit on them. I'm just saying. Forgive my language. I'm passionate about what I do because what I do is faith-based. It's not praise me and worship me based. I saw a video where one guy said he should remember your name because his general had the same name. And you're like, oh, you have a general? And he said, yeah, in the army of God. And you're like, like, what? And I'm sitting here thinking, what's funny about that? What's funny about that? Because the guy is is in the army of God. Why is that funny? But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because it is getting kind of long, and I think I've made my point, and I'm not going to sit here and keep repeating myself. But, really, you should give some thought as to how you treat people, because grown-ass men don't want to be called buddy, and grown-ass women really don't want to be called sweetheart. And if they tell you they don't need something, they don't need it. They just don't need it. And for you to give judgment on people, I mean, who are you? Just because you have a house, whoop-de-doo. I got a house too. They're still human beings. And if there is a reason that you believe they're on drugs, even though they've told you several times they're not, then A, keep it to yourself, or B, when a person asks you, you should be able to give an educated response. If your platform is used as a teaching tool rather than a praise and worship forum, then you should be able to give an educated learning response. So, I appreciate what you're doing. And I hope you take what I'm telling you as self-motivation to learn and improve what you're doing. Because that's my intent, even though I'm sarcastic and, somewhat of a butthole about it. I can admit that. I'm not perfect. I will say that I am very passionate as well about helping people. But I can guarantee you that there's been people that I've helped and I haven't even met. Because like I said, I run a free store on my front porch. And people come and get stuff, and I don't go out there and bother them. I don't go out there and bother them. Now, I do have a camera on my front porch. I have a Ring doorbell. But I also have it stated on my porch in plain view where my sign says, "Smile, you're on camera." So they know. And I've also stated in places that, because I used to be on the neighborhood app, so that my neighbors knew I had free stuff available, and I put it in my ad that, hey, you will be on camera. So, but I've never taken the video and posted any of it online because I don't have a need to. And if I did, I would say, hey, you're on camera and this will be posted. But I don't say you're on camera, you will be posted, because I don't post it. But anybody who comes shopping on my porch knows they're on camera, the same way when you go shopping at Walmart, you know you're on camera. But I'm going to wrap this up because, like I said, it's when I help people, it's not about me, it's about them. And they can take what they want or not take what they want. I'm not out there forcing anything on them. And so, with that said, Guy, I hope you take this as a learning, growing experience, and I hope that's what you do. I hope you move forward and, continue with what you're doing and continue to use your channel as a learning experience. And I hope you are humbled by this, as I'm sure I will be humbled by your reply if you have one, and if not, that's okay too. And if you block me from your channel, that's okay too. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna say I'm gonna wrap this video up with a happy birthday to my amazing husband yet again. Just a quick acknowledgement of today being March 19th, Saturday, 2022. I've had almost 20 years with my awesome husband, and they have just been amazing, learning, growing years. And he's at work right now. He had to work overnight, and he doesn't get off until later on today. So yeah, he's working on his birthday. But happy birthday, husband. It's been an amazing, amazing, amazing adventure. And I hope we have many, many more years together. Have a great one, y'all, and happy weekend.